Hey everyone, this is David. It's just a quick hit on a Sunday afternoon. Today is Sunday, right? Welcome. It is a rainy motherfucking day in New York City, and you guys know I love the rain. I just wish it was cold. I wish it was like 20 degrees cooler out. I hate the warm weather, and hate is such a strong word. I'm alive and I'm breathing the air, and life is good. But I don't like the hot weather, and I don't like the sun. The sun is evil and is not your friend. Welcome, everybody. We got a bunch of little things to talk about here today. First of all, can I just say, I don't know what I clicked on, but I think I told you guys this. My feed lately is all 80s music, which I'm so happy about. It's a ton of like safari stuff because I want to go back on a safari. I get all these things of like these lions and like chasing the elephants. It's so interesting. But I don't know what I clicked on, but Dylan Efron's well, I mean, I can only imagine what I fucking clicked on. But Dylan Efron's Instagram feed is just on my feed these days, and man, it is just anyone think about Dylan Efron since The Traitors? Well, I bet you we're going to see him on season four as a guest. Let me tell you something. Homeboy is, you all think I have a lot of ads on this podcast. Well, you think I just talk, and all it is ads every time Sarah and I are together. And this podcast is full of Dylan out. Every other post is an ad, but they're shirtless ads. And I mean, what a brilliant marketing concept. Let's hire Dylan. And they are organic. But I mean, there's no shirt. So go look at Dylan Efron's Instagram. I just figured I would share that with you. Where do we want to start today? Look, we're not going to spend the whole time talking about Junior G, but I do have something to say as it relates to Next Gen. So, I am an episode behind. Forgive me. I'm still on episode two. I like episode two, and this was kind of alluded to in episode two. But there have been grumblings now and rumors and nastiness. How appropriate with Meredith's cameo in episode two. But there is rumors and nastiness that half of the original cast of Next Gen has quit because of Junior G and Ariana. Now, that basically, I don't mean this cast. I mean that it was originally supposed to be a different cast, but then when they cast Junior G and Ariana, that half of these people quit. And that was kind of alluded to on the episode two with Dylan. I then went down a black hole. I went into a black hole and kind of did research on this. The rumors are that half the cast dropped out when it was going to be Housewife Kids, and that they did have an organic connection to Riley Burris, Miss Candy Burris's daughter, and they did have a connection to Brooks Marks, Meredith's son, but no connection to Ariana because she didn't live in New York City. And I don't even know if she does live in New York City today, now that the show's over, and Junior G. And the reason is because Junior G don't live in New York City either. As I said last week or the week before, she don't know a New York club if it hit her in the ass. She's never out with these people at night. It has nothing in my black, cold heart to do with me disliking Teresa. I truly promise you I don't care that much. And I promise you, when I am done doing this job in 40 to 50 years, if I don't die first, that I don't care, nor will I talk about Teresa. There's nothing to do with that. Gia sticks out to me on this show. She doesn't belong. I have no problem with her being from Jersey and not being from New York. I mean, I wouldn't want to be from Jersey, but that's not the point. Lots of Jersey guys are fucking hot. I think Jersey and Long Island guys are so hot. And I do love an accent like that, but she just doesn't fit in with this group. Well, apparently, and I do remember when this show was first being talked about being cast, which I only half pay attention because I mean, I doubted Reza was ever going to get his shit off the ground. And here we are. We have Shaw's the Valley. So I don't pay attention, but I do remember there were talks of different people in the cast. Well, apparently on Twitter, pictures have surfaced that of what the original cast was supposed to be. Now, Dylan, the OnlyFans model, who Dylan is by far the hottest one on the show, Charlie's roommate. He is an OnlyFans star. I think it is so funny when Charlie was in that scene. And by the way, it's so funny. I know the bill. This is why I love when shows are in New York. It's like selling the city. I love like Charlie's father. I know that building. I know that building so well when they're showing the inside of the apartment. And then I see the building next door in the background. I'm like, oh, it's that building his father lives in. But I'm just obsessed with real estate, especially New York real estate. So I'm crazy like that. But so funny when he tells his father, like, Dylan uploads, like, sexy photos of himself. And I love what he says. He leverages his muscles in the photos. And that's really funny. Well, Dylan was supposed to be one of the people. And when he heard there were Housewives kids coming in, he was like, I'm out of here. So, which was evidenced in that scene. I feel that Charlie, who didn't quit the show, feels the same way because when we ended episode 2 and Ariana's boyfriend goes up to Charlie and tries to make a problem, and then Ariana tries to make a problem. I mean, let's not forget, we have Teresa and Meredith and Candy and Zolciak in these children's ear. And even if you want your kid to like discover things for themselves, I mean, give me a break. Gia got advice from Teresa, Brooks from Meredith, Riley from Candy, and Ariana from Zolciak. And so I will get into Ariana in a second because I actually really like her on the show. But that did, when Charlie's like, I'm not doing this. What is this? I'm not doing this. What's going on? I can see off camera his reaction to that is probably a fake scene. I mean, it's probably producers telling Ariana and her boyfriend, or just them on their own saying, we want our moment. We want our moment on camera. And that just never works for me. Don't think it works for the audience. So I like Ariana on the show. I just hope we don't have these fake. So when Charlie reacted, I was like, oh God, I'm like, he's reacting like this because there's really no conflict and they just want their moment. And they've learned from Kim and Croy. And I'm like, oh. So again, in this picture that surfaced on Twitter, they're saying that yes, half the cast, the original cast, quit because of Junior G. My friend Junior G and Ariana. And in addition to Dylan, who remained as a friend of, there was a woman named Ming who looks really pretty. Connor Kennedy. I don't know who that is, but whoever that is, guy or girl. I love when it's a name that could be a guy, like Kennedy could be a guy or a girl. Hi, Taylor Armstrong. Connor could be a guy or a girl. I love when it's an ambiguous name like that. But Connor Kennedy, I don't know who she or he is, but they sound rich. And there's a blonde in the picture. So I do believe this show was originally supposed to be what I have kept saying I wish was on the show, the Real New York City Kids. And I guess Riley and Brooks were part of it. I mean, they did go to NYU, and that is a much more of a connection to New York than Ariana, who moved here so she could be on the show, and Gia, who got in whatever car it is that Louis bought for her today and is driving across the river. And then everyone else, like Amira and Charlie and Ava, they were in, and Georgia, they were supposed to be in it. But I would love to see Dylan full time. If not, I mean, he's so fucking hot. I'm all about the OnlyFans. But there you go. So that's the rumor. And now it's getting legs that half the cast quit because of Junior G and because of Ariana. And they even do break the fourth wall and address this that they didn't want Housewives kids on the show. I could see that. I mean, nothing against being a housewife kid, but it's got to be organic, guys. It's got to be organic. and it's not really organic for me. And apparently, this happened weeks before filming started. They decided to add Gia and Ariana, and that's when these people quit, and the whole show became something different. And online, they say half the cast quits when Real Housewives daughters, and they spell it Dorters, which is the way Teresa says it, which is a slam to Gia. Well, I'm sorry, Dylan. You and your OnlyFans, I am so sorry that you will not be full time. So there you go. Still liking the show. Most of you, here's the consensus because we know I love to do market research. Most of you that have watched the show have actually liked it. Not all of you. Let me be very clear. Not all of you. But most of you that have watched the show have liked it in my comments on YouTube, in the DMs, and the comments on Instagram. Not all of you. But the thing is, most people are still not watching this show, which I can't blame you. You know, most people I hear from say, I'm in my late 30s, 40s, 50s. I love that this audience skews older. We have people, guys, that listen to this show in their 60s and 70s. And I can tell you, at least they get my fucking references when I talk about stuff from the 80s. But I love that. But regardless of that, the numbers are still in the 200,000s, and that sucks. And so Andy Cohen does not have a decision at Bravo about the programming. He gave that up when he became the talent, and he doesn't work on this show. So I just think an executive is not going to let a show go forward with 200,000. I mean, yes, it's more buzzy than the Atlanta Matchmaker show that premiered a few years ago. It's more buzzy than Girlfriends in Paris. It's more buzzy than a lot of shows which have come and failed. I think maybe you'll get a second season, but those numbers are really bad. Like, in a way, worse than some episodes of Watch What Happens. So I don't know. It's not necessarily gonna survive. But I think maybe because there is buzz about it, we let Summer House have a huge rope to hang on in Elegant. By the way, Ariana is kind of the breakout star for me. I mean, I think she's doing great. I find her to be very authentic and real. Maybe Kim and Brielle didn't rub off on her. She seems really well adjusted. You know, sometimes when your mother is a total fuck up and a total fucking deadbeat at life, and your father's a deadbeat, and she's the younger child. So I feel maybe Brielle got the affectation from Kim, and it just kind of, by the time it got to Ariana, she just was like, oh God, what am I dealing with here? And according to her, the younger kids need therapy because of all the drama between Kim and Croy, which I got no judgments for a divorce, but I do have a judgment when you lose your fucking house because you're a goddamn deadbeat that can't fucking afford your life. And then you lose the house and you say, but I love my house. I love it so much. I'm not going to get out of it. You are a fucking deadbeat. You lost the house because you have no fucking job and you have to move out, but you are so fucking entitled that you just sleep in the house. And the U.S. Marshals had to drag Kim and Croy out of there by their fucking collarbones. Get them out. They're deadbeats. But Ariana seems really authentic to me, right? So I don't know. She's kind of the breakout star of the show to me. I'm liking her. I give her thumbs up. Go Ariana. What else can I tell you?